between Habibi pulling out a saxophone in the middle of just randomly, and Miss Tay Tay doing this rocking back and forth thing here, I say, oh, Ready to Love, y'all need to start doing some psych evaluations, baby, because the people are unwell. They are unwell, okay? I'm not, I'm, I know I'm going to hell. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle and this is the Belle Perspective. And today I am coming at you with the Ready to Love reunion recap review part 1. Praise God, we finally here. This is where all the magic happens, y'all. We made it. We made it. All right, ain't God good? Okay. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. You already know what it is. I cover books, TV reviews, all kinds of things. I have several different playlists. Go check them out. And yeah, subscribe to the channel because we build community and have a little kiki on the side. All right, let's get into this review. I first have to start off with the fashions, y'all. Gotta first start off what people was looking like. My notes together. First. I'll talk about the people who I thought looked amazing or looked very good, and then I'll talk about the people who I was just kind of like, girl, what was going on, girl? Okay, so Sierra, she looked very pretty, very polished, clean and simple. Sierra. Aries, she always looks effortless. Her braids are perfect. Feel like Aries braids literally stayed in place the entire time. Like, you know how your braids move around sometimes? Her braids were in place the entire time. Like, it was just like, girl, how do you get that done? How do you do that? Her makeup was good, everything. Marvin looked nice. I liked what he had on. Chris 1.0, even though you know I don't too much care for him. Not even all too much care for him. I don't like him at all, actually. Chris 1.0 had on this cultural thing. I don't know what it's called. Please get down in the comments because I know I sound real ignorant. But I liked what he had on. It looks clean, chic. He's a very nice dresser, so I like the way he looked. And Marier, he looked good too. I liked that gold. He cleaned up. He looked good. Now, the people who needed to try again. Now, y'all already know Taekwondo. Baby, she was fitting. It was giving big bird energy. She said she wanted to give bird energy. Baby, she gave us bird realness. And I was just like, the feathers are the perfect way to describe your personality. You're absolutely right on. Right on. And her nails, the talons, and she was molting everywhere with them feathers. Girl, yes, it's everything. Yes. Go right on ahead with your Halloween costume, child. Chris 2.0 had braids, and I think on the panel, check that out on Fridays. We talked about we reviewed this reviewed actually on my channel as well. He has braids, and I just think men that are over the age of 15, boys who are over the age of 15, 18, I give you 25. I give you a good 25. I give you a good 22. And once 22 ends, baby, what you doing? Everybody except for Aries and Sierra looked ashy. And I was really trying to figure out why. And these are black people, and I'm thinking it's a show that's hosted by black people, that was created by black people. You think they get the lighting right. And I think that's what it was. The lighting wasn't right. But you got all this access to black people. You wouldn't y'all didn't figure out how to get that lighting together. That we talk a little bit about Kat and how she was a wild card, talking about her experience, and also Chris's experience. Chris, his usual, I'm very happy to be here. He liked the experience. He didn't care. He thought it was good, blah, blah, blah. Kat did not like it because she felt like she was coming in on the tail end. Honestly, love, I don't think he was coming in on the tail end. I think you was going to still get the same, like you're still going to get the same results, whether you came in early or not, because Janelle got Quentin scared straight. Herbert is low effort. What other men did you connect with like that? I just, anyway, I did not know that Marier and Kat were that close because they showed us an unseen footage where Marier was letting Kat down, letting her know that he, was choosing someone else. and she started crying in on that screen, and I was just, or in that scene, and I was just like, girl, you liked him that much? Y'all only known each other for like 4 weeks. Do they get a cat? Was she crying 'cause she not getting a cash prize? Like, y'all, I don't know what. Okay. Anyway, Kat says that if she had started earlier in the process, she definitely would have gotten farther, and she probably would have had all the men coming after her. The girls in the back were just not here for it. Jessica, Janelle, they were making faces, doing all. I'm just like, why are y'all? Why, Janelle? You're with the men that you claim that y'all want to be with. Why are you concerned? To Red, Kira, Unique, Q, Janelle, and Chris. I'm gonna tell you something. Red is going. If he not gonna be one thing, he gonna be petty. Sassy Red is going to be petty. And it's they both ran this thing into the ground. I don't understand why. And it was boring. I was like, okay, can we please hurry up? Because this is not a thing. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Stop trying to make fetch happen. I don't care about them. I don't care about what they got going on. Let's move along. Let's move along, okay? Sassy Red is selling t-shirts now. Saying that he got a thigh job or something like that. I said, okay, we really milking this, and it's it's bad. It's also bad when Janelle pipes up and says, "Oh, you guys, let's be mature about things." It's kind of like, Janelle, I know you're not talking. You're not. Please be quiet, Janelle. Please, 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 please. And Janelle was piping in, trying to, I guess, play peacemaker, because Unique referred, or mentioned, not even referred, she mentioned that she heard in the streets that Red could potentially, allegedly be a deadbeat dad. And I'm like, oh my God. Girl, if you're going to do that, just, if you're going to say it, if you're going to tell it all. Okay? Usher that thing into certain things. Girl, pull out the receipts because we want to know. The world wants to know. Okay? Janelle, apparently he's still seeing Janelle too, and I don't know if y'all saw that interaction between Janelle and Q, because I really don't think they're together for real like that. But Janelle looked like she was shamed that when Red said, "Oh, I'm seeing Janelle," she was like, "Oh, okay, exactly, all right." And Q didn't say not one word, because they're not together for real, for real. But Red is still seeing Janelle, Kira, and Taquilla. He said that he wanted to talk to a woman with with his head, with a head on her shoulders. I said, if you're trying to talk to a woman with who got a good head on her shoulders, Tequila ain't the one. But okay. They go back and forth into this texts and DMs and want to connect again. Him and Unique, Red and Unique, and I was just like, I don't care about this. I really, can we move around? Let's move along. All right, Maria, Jessica, y'all are not gonna get me to believe that y'all actually are in a y'all relationship. There was no the body language. Y'all could sit 6 people. You could sit a football team between the two of them when they were on the couch together. So many times, no hugging. The people in the back, Red, Cat, which I felt like Cat probably should have kept that to herself, but because you were the one he didn't choose, so it just looks thirsty. Uh, Red in the back says it ain't real thing kiss, and I realized they really didn't kiss. Jessica only got with Maria because there was no one else left. She did not like Maria. You could clearly tell that on the getaway. Maria came in, she was doing yoga or some stretching or whatever she was doing, and he was standing there looking at her, and I guess he thought she was going to try to invite him to her room, and she did none of those things. She was basically looking at him like, okay, good night, bye. Looked in that moment, I said, "Oh, girl, you know you don't like him. You do not like him, and you're not gonna try to convince me otherwise." Tommy started trying to dig into their relationship and just ask a little bit more, and she's stuttering and carrying on like, yeah, yeah. So, girl, it ain't real, boo. We can see it a mile away. So we get Taekwondo, we get Hakeem, we get Janelle. I call Hakeem. Y'all already know who I call Hakeem. TT, Janelle, Hakeem, and Sierra. They show his package. They show Hakeem's package about how he was proud of keeping his peen in his pants as he's a saxophonist, and he cheated on his previous girlfriend because she wasn't giving lettuce. Shout out to Miss Kira Speaks. He also was talking about how he was all dipping in and doing the thing because he traveled around the world. When I watched that thing back again, I said, oh my God, Taekwondo is really, like, this man is is this what women look like? Like, is this the what the women who go after the guys like Martell and the blue faces of the world? Like, is this what this looks like? He telling you he ain't. You seeing it in broad daylight, and y'all still making excuses for him? It's a yikes. It's yikes. It's yikes. So Taekwondo, not Taekwondo, Hakeem, I guess tries to give like a varied apology. I'm sorry if but I don't think that I'm a person who would have said those kinds of things. We really like we have bean footage. Like we literally just show it. We just show bean footage of you carrying on. He initially tried to apologize, but then he tried to back out and say he didn't say it and denied it. And conveniently, Taekwondo, who is still defending him on that stage, looking like the bird that she is and dressed like, says that, I think he did apologize. Even Kira was defending him as well. But I think what it is they just don't like Janelle and Jessica. But right is right and wrong is wrong. So even if you don't like Janelle and Jessica, you got to know and see that this man crazy. Like y'all can't. Oh no, we're not gonna. We can't do that. We can't be that in the gutter. Okay, I'm not. His apology was trash. Janelle gets up to go walk away because she says she don't want to deal with him. She don't got time. She is not about to be fooled with this Negro. And he gets up to chase after her. Janelle, 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 Janelle. Nobody like intercepts him. Q is nowhere to be found. And I'm like, where the hell is Q? And why is he not in here trying to console her? Not that I too much care for Janelle like that. Can y'all believe it? I've been delivered. I really have. Anyway, Herbert comes back, offers her, condolences, things, what and whatnot, or not condolences. He offers her a tissue, tries to console her, all that kind of stuff. And I guess when Habibi decided he couldn't reach Janelle, he gets his raggedy ass back up on the stage, pulls out. He was like, "Well, I guess it's the perfect time for my star search audition." Like, are you kidding? Like, boy, if you don't go sit down, go sit down. I said, and did anybody hear it? I did not. I was so in shock that I don't even know if I heard any music coming out of the instrument. I was so in shock. Like, is this for real? But quiet as it's kept, I was also making my little tacos. So I was just, so I was in and out. Not even gonna lie to you. I had looked up, took a bite, and then looked up again. I was like, oh, the hell is going on? What did I miss? So anyway, so we get to Lee, Marvin, Cat, Herb, Unique, Janelle, and Red. We look at Marvin's package and Marvin going around, telling people he a butt worshiper and he'll have you busting open on a viral. He got he like to swap, right? He like to record and spin you around and turn you upside down and just all this stuff. And it's just kind of like, Marvin, maybe you should just tell people what you like to read. Maybe you should just tell people where you want to go on vacation before you start doing all of that. Like maybe you should start there first because I believe in Marvin. I appreciate him. I appreciate him being unconventional. I appreciate him being somebody who deviates from the norm and stands in it. And it's not harmful. It's him being his true self, and I appreciate that. And he found love, child, and she real cute too. She a cute little girl, not little girl, like she probably older than me, but she's real cute, y'all. So shout out to Marvin. But one thing I tell you, baby, Unique got turned out. She wanted to. Tommy pulled out some toys, and I guess some props or whatever that they had left in Marvin's room just to mess with him because of things that he's into. And child, Unique to myself, let me feel. I want to see what that. Let me feel. I said, oh, Unique. Anyway, we're moving on. Let's get to the main event. So Phil and TT and there was a couple other people, Janelle, Jessica, I think, or somebody. I don't even remember. But they open up the package. They show on TT and how she pretty much turned everybody off. She's fighting with Janelle. She's fighting with all the women. She's, kind of being aggressive with some of the guys and just being an all around just nuisance. And they first open up and show us the playback of Taekwondo asking Phil about, his most adventurous escapades. And he tells her about him being in a car, which is not unusual at all, especially if you I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm sorry, Phil. I was gonna say something crazy, but let me not do that. I'm gonna get up off you, okay? But anyway, Phil says, him being in the car, something like that, something basic. I was just like, that's like real. Okay, that's when you don't have no place else to go. Okay. Anyway, Tay Tay says, I don't have an issue with you. I just think that you just give broke energy. I said, oh my god. Now, two things can be true at the same time, y'all. He could be broke. He could be. He could be unemployed. He could be. But to try to drag him on TV for that, like, I don't think that that's a good look. I don't think that's a good look. It came from an awful place, and don't nobody like when birds talk like this. Okay, we don't want our parents to repeat mean stuff. Okay, we want our parents to repeat hello, right? We want parents to say goodbye. Charlie want a cracker. That's what we want our parents to say. So birds, don't say stuff like that. Okay? We just that's what it is. Okay? One, two. Yeah, I don't I didn't like that. So then Tay Tay starts getting it doing this rocking thing. Doing this rocking thing. Actually, quiet as it's kept, she was doing this rocking thing the whole time. I was like, oh Lord, I've seen that before. Y'all know what that is. Tommy says, you've had issues with Janelle. Have y'all worked it out? What's going on? What is your issue with Janelle? She says, she said some mean things about me. And she said that I needed to go take my meds. And I was like, well, baby, do you? Because, girl, the way you rocking back and forth, sweetie, it's making me nervous, girl. What is going on? What's going on? And it's not even a rocking back and forth because when I get sleepy, that's the first thing I start doing. Like I start rocking or I go like this. It's kind of like, all right, y'all, I'm getting sleepy as hell. I'm trying to keep myself awake. But she was doing like, it was like, girl, what is going on? Did you take your meds? Did you? We encourage positive mental health around here. We do. We do. Did you? So it's like, I just think that was very mean. And, I just didn't like that. Tommy opens the floor for Janelle. Now, here's the thing. Tommy don't have no problem digging in deep to watch the women fight. But with the men, anyway, Janelle says, I don't have an issue. Janelle tried that Oprah voice. I don't have an issue with TT. I just, we're good. I don't have a problem with her. I'm like, Janelle, be fucking for real. But anyway. And TT responds, well, okay, that's fine. If she's okay, then I'm okay. She's okay. And that's just what it's gonna be then. Okay? Like, girl, oh, please, somebody get this lady some help because it is clearly needed. Clearly needed. Clearly needed. Okay? So they go off stage, they wrap up. People are going back to the stage. They're going back into the like little room where the drinks and the cheese trays and the charcuterie boards are. And I don't know who said this, but I said you messy as hell. And it probably would have been some shit I said too, right? I ain't even gonna lie to you. Somebody was like, "Oh, it's a feather over here," and Tequila went off. Shreveport, knocking tables over, girl. Don't nobody give a fuck at you from Shreveport, girl. Don't nobody give a fuck about that. But okay, because you can be from Shreveport and still get your ass toe up. Not to say that Janelle gonna do that, but I'm just saying you meet the right one on the right day, baby. You could be getting dragged through the streets. Okay, Janelle says, "Bang, I ain't gonna bang on the table because I'm gonna knock this whole thing over." She bang on the table, right? It's like, what kind of it are grown? Y'all are grown. And unless y'all have a low deductible, y'all probably don't want to be fighting. You probably don't want to be fighting because it ain't gonna heal as quick as y'all think it is. It really is not. Okay, y'all ain't gonna do much but embarrass yourselves. Anyway, y'all get down in the comments. Tell me what y'all think would have made this season much better because it really was trash. There were no real connections. Y'all sitting here playing in our faces, trying to make it seem like it was really something when it really wasn't. So here is what I think could be done. And y'all get down in the comments and tell me what y'all think. One, You need to stop eliminating people. There is no need to eliminate folks. You literally can kick up so much dust with everybody going around trying to figure out how to make love connections. If we make the requirement you have to find 2 love connections to choose between the 2, that literally that can solve a lot of issue. They also need to stop hiring actors. Now, obviously, you want to hire attractive people or whatever for TV, for whatever. That's fine. Or people who are conventionally attractive. Fine, if y'all gonna do that. But stop hiring actors. Hire people who are actually truly here ready to love. Y'all also need to start doing some psych evaluations. Okay. Add a woman to Tommy's co-host so that she can talk to the women, get insight. Because Tommy here for the men. He not here for the women at all. Because quiet as it's kept, Hakeem's comments should have got him kicked off the show. He should have been kicked off the show. That is completely out of line. That was sexual harassment. That's what that was. Um so have a woman on the women's side to be a part of the women's lounge and talk to them through that. And then what else could they do? It's pretty much it. Y'all really don't have to be doing all this eliminating. Get real people. So it's not like musical chairs. So they trying to hurry up and just grab whoever they can find so they can make it to the end. It's not authentic. It's not real. It's not, and it's losing its essence. I first started watching Ready to Love because, and we talked about this on the panel last night at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time on my channel. Check that out. Anyway, they I started first watching the show because it was black people. It was black people who were not, 20 years old or 18. It was black people who had different body shapes and did different things. And it was just different seeing black people for real, be real out here. And I don't want to lose that because they are losing the focus and they are just trying to make it a product that they can build and ship out every 3 months. Like anyway, y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. You know you're gonna like it over here. You like it already. You done watched all the way to the end. Go ahead and subscribe. You might as well. And what else? Yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one.